Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, welcome to a very special edition of WhatsMap. Special for two reasons. First of all, it's special because this map is very special indeed. And secondly, it's special because I'm not very special. No, I failed. And this is a correction video to make sure that I put things right. I do like to try and do that as best I can, whenever I can. So, what have I failed at? Well, first let's talk about the map. Is it any good? Yes, the map is excellent. Episode 868 of WhatsMap this week. We reviewed this one. It's Maizuru Bay by Waftthrudnir. It's quality through and through. Things like that custom bridge we're just flowing over couldn't be more perfect. There's plenty of exquisite rock working and loads of little feature areas that are understated. No big play castles, no perfect essential lighthouses, no quirky quarries or anything like that. Nope. Just understated areas, like this road here on the right that's just about to bend off. You're not really going to see it because I'm just going to do an understated fly past. But we've got rocks between it and the water and a retaining wall on the opposite side. It's simple. Many a creator wouldn't have bothered doing it. And it looks absolutely right. There's plenty of use of the new rock assets from Grey Flame. And they used a great effect as well. And all told, it's a very, very lovely map indeed. Scored really highly in my ratings. The question is, what did I do so wrong that requires a correction? Well, I'm going to blame it on the new PC. And yes, I know I'm talking about the new PC a lot, but it is new. And it's so new, there are still issues. The sort of issues where when you load up a new game and you load up a load of new mods and all that sort of stuff. And it takes you a while to get the settings just right. Now, I was sure that I had the settings just right. I was sure, but apparently not. I reloaded the map and I reloaded the unlimited tree mod. That's the one. And just by simply reloading both the map and the tree mod, everything is now working fine. So what was wrong previously? The answer is, around the outside of the map, outside of the 25 tiles, there were literally no trees. Not one. It still looked great. The map still got 4 stars for aesthetics for me because the centre 25 tiles looked amazing. Oh, this island here, I just love this island. But yeah, the centre 25 tiles looked amazing. And the outside, the terraforming is so good that even without foliage, it still felt like a 4-star map. And I mentioned this and I said, well, if only it had foliage on the outside of the map as well. Maybe I could give it a 5th star. And of course, Waftthrudnir, in their greatness, came back and went, but I did put foliage on the outside of the map. You know, check the resources screen on your video. You can see there's, of course, little things like this. Yeah, I'm doing 101 jobs and trying to edit and stuff. I miss this. Yeah, there is foliage in the resources screen. So where did the trees go? I'm not entirely sure. I think it was a glitch or a setting error or something like that with the unlimited tree mod, and hence we didn't have all of the trees, but we now do. And I'm not touching the mod again. I'm not touching it. I'm just not touching it. So, all told, with the trees around the outside of the map, does it look any better? The answer is, of course it does. Of course it does. Because the tree placement, again, is absolutely spot on. When we get into the hills, you'll see some cliff-type areas, and those cliff-type areas are devoid of trees, because while you can get trees hanging onto cliffs, invariably, they're less likely to be. They do like to have like a good grip into soil. But there are exceptions to every rule, of course, but it's just one that I feel that if you have some cliffy type areas, at least make sure some of those cliff faces are clear of trees, because, well, mudslips and rock falls and stuff, these things will happen. Anyway, all told, we're now heading out into the 25 tiles. Now, I'm not going to show you the whole map because if you want to see the whole map, we've got a really nice review, episode 868. Okay, it's not covered in trees in the review, but now you've seen that there are trees, you can go back, watch the review, and imagine what it would be like with the trees. Laugh at me as I'm saying, but there are no trees because you know better now. You know better than I do. And you can just basically revel in all of the other aspects, like we have a look at the, we have a proper look at the networking, have a look at the shipping routes and the resources, and the layout of the map and the buildable areas, and especially a close look at some of the rock work. You can check out all those things in the full review. Today, this was just I wanted to do a nice aesthetic fly across part of the map. We basically started off at the edge of the map, flown through the start square kind of area, across some of the waterfronts, and then now we're heading out. We're literally almost in the corner of the map now, and being in the corner of the map, you can see we have lots of tree coverage. And look at this rock work here, you know, the cliff face and just the way it's cleared. It's just beautifully done, excellent work. Would expect no less from Waftthrudnir. The question is, what about regrading BonBon? So let's have a little look at this little bay area here with the arch. I gave it 4 for aesthetics, 5 for detail, and 5 for gameplay. Could I push it up to a 5th star with the foliage around the outside? It wasn't absolutely guaranteed, but I think I can, you know. I think I can. So that's been upgraded to 5 stars for aesthetics. That rare thing, Maizuru Bay is now an all-star map going into the all-star playlist. Do check out my playlist for all the other maps that I've given all-stars to. And of course it still gets the BonBonB seal of approval. So good, it gets it twice in 2 separate videos. Boom. Anyway, thank you very much Waftthrudnir for an amazing work. Thank you very much for everybody who's tolerates me when I get things wrong, because it does happen. Ad-libbing and editing on the fly and switching settings, and it's well, it's not a big team. I don't have a big team, isn't that right, guys? That was the big team in the background. Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. Join me Monday for more What's Map, and you've been very, very welcome.